So welcome back to Coffee with Caroline. This will be this is the final one from my house before I go away for 2 weeks. So I'm just been packing. I'm just hanging out with my dogs. I was about to watch a scary movie. I'm going to get on the plane this evening. I'm all packed. I got this really nice, I'll show you guys, travel bag that I'm so excited about. I know everyone's going to say, I can't believe you got a Birkin for a travel bag, but it's a vintage one if that helps. How cute is that? I just love khaki and I love white, and the only way I could get it was to get a vintage one. And actually, then I don't care as much on the plane, but it's so cool. Like, I still get excited by all this stuff, I really do. And then I can leave all my other ones. Like, I was going to take my big Bottega travel bag, but then it's going to be heavy. It's the only bag I've got for every day, so I thought no. But I'm going to go to this retreat and really switch off. Like, I think, this past month has been insanely busy. I have been everything to everyone and I'm exhausted. I'm also a perfectionist. I bought 3 apartments too for a business that I've started. I think if you've been following me, Airbnb, I'm really, really excited to do it. I'm doing it up. I've started a furniture line. Oh my God. And that's on top of everything else I do. Yesterday I went to the Grand Prix. I met 6-time world champion and had no idea who he was. How embarrassing. How fucking embarrassing is that? The guy must think I am a complete nonce, which I am. So I think this is just a really good wake-up call to take care of myself. I'm actually trying to get all my podcasts done so that I don't have to talk to all of you except for this while I'm there and think about it, because I never ever switch off. And I think I'm going to go crazy because I'm taking on more and more and more, and then I'm getting grumpier and grumpier. Like, one of the biggest things for me is freedom, and all the things that I'm doing right now are encroaching on my freedom. And I think the one thing about Sergio being young as well is that, he's learning in relationships and wants control of certain things and always wants to be with me and doesn't understand that me time is not about getting rid of him. It's about spending time on my own, away from him, away from my kids, sometimes away from my dogs because they're just as needy as they lie here on the end of my bed driving me nuts, and just having peace. If I want to make phone calls and gossip to my girlfriends, I don't need anyone in the room. If I want to have I love to watch ridiculous movies. I like to watch Housewives, all the things that men don't particularly like to do. I want to do that. Like, actually, one of the big reasons I was when I got divorced, one of the best things in life was lying in bed and just being completely in control of my own life, which I think many people lose control of in life just because we're such people pleasers. It's in us, and I need to stop pleasing everybody else and not myself. Like, if I want to watch Housewives till 3 a.m. at volume 28, I fucking will. Wear earplugs. Or sleep in another room. There's tons of room. So many rooms. Why should one of us be uncomfortable to make the other one comfortable? It makes absolutely no sense to me. I think that's a really, really important thing in marriage. Why should one person be uncomfortable to make the other one comfortable? They shouldn't. Just as I make a big thing that I never say no to things. So you want to go out and do something, you want to go and play paddle, you want to go hang out with the boys, never say no. You should be free to do exactly what you want. And I think too many people go into marriage and think it's like a control thing that they get to tell somebody how to behave. You don't. You really don't. You can suggest, you can say, I would love to go with you, or I don't feel like it, but if the other person feels like it, let them. That's my biggest advice. Let them be free. The most expensive thing I ever bought for myself is freedom. And at my age, I'm not prepared to give that up for my children, for my husband, for my dogs, that includes you, Taz, for anyone. And I think that is a really, really important boundary I have. And it's a big one. It's a big trigger for me. It's a big boundary for me. And even if I slightly wanted to do it, then you told me I have to do it. I'm not doing it. No fucking way. I'm not being told what to do in any way, shape or form. So all my friends out there, or anyone listening to this that's coming around me to do anything, careful how you word it. That's all I can say. I hope this has helped you on Coffee with Caroline. You do you, boo, is my point. Whatever pleases you. I don't mean be outright selfish. I mean, make yourself happy first and everyone around you will be happy. if you force yourself into situations that you don't want to be in, you can't perform. You cannot be you. You resent it, you get angry, it builds up, and it manifests in different ways. Remember that. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and join us on my coffee mornings. I'm so glad you're all loving them. Sorry, I did 5 minutes. And I think that it goes for everything, okay? So I want my children to learn that no one should tell them what to do. I don't even tell them what to do at school, by the way. So like, my son wanted to leave school after quite a long time, 9 years at the same school. Who am I to say no? Like, I actually think even if the other school is a better school, the one he's in now, I feel like life experience is more important for him. And if he wants to grow and meet new people, who am I to stop it? Like, I feel that book smart isn't everything. I think street smart is. I think life experience is. And if he's happy, he'll flourish in any situation. If he feels trapped and undervalued or bored or whatever, then how is he going to flourish in his environment? He won't. So it's a complete waste of time and money. So I'd much rather he went and had a good time than, was forced into a corner to be somewhere, to finish it out, stick it out because you've only got 2 more years. I mean, 2 more fucking years at his age is a long time, okay? Or 3 years, whatever it is. It's a long fucking time. And you shouldn't waste any years. Don't waste any years somewhere that you're not meant to be. That's one piece of advice I'll also give you. On average, women and men think about leaving their partner for 5 years. Isn't that insane? 5 fucking years of, that's minimum of wishing you were somewhere else. That's 5 years too long, people. And it doesn't go away. If you're watching this and you're thinking about it, it doesn't go away. I always used to think maybe it's just a phase. I'm going to grow out of it. Like, it's going to go away. It doesn't go away. It just gets worse. Hit it head on. If you've lost the love, leave. Do that for yourself. Do that for your children. Teach your children that you hit things head on and you don't swerve from them. That's what I do. And my children are extremely, extremely open with me. They tell me everything. And that's because I've given them an open space to never worry about what they say with me, because I like discussing every topic with them and telling them how I would handle it and then leaving it up to them. Obviously, they're their own individuals. And just because they're my children doesn't mean that I know everything that's right for them. I don't. They're completely, completely different humans. I do try and facilitate everything that I feel helps them. Like, my son is at Real Madrid at football camp right now. Then he comes back for 1 day and his father was like, oh, do you think it's a good idea for him to fly all the way back to London the next day? And yeah, I do, because that for him is something he really enjoys. He's going to be with his cousins and who doesn't see all that much, and that's another life experience for him. So I'm happy to facilitate that for him so that he can live his dreams and have fun with all the people he loves, and not live the life I want him to lead specifically. If I want him here, obviously I love to have him in the house with me, but when he's here, then he just, plays his games, and he's more of an England kid, really. And so that makes me happy. So I'm happy to facilitate all those things to make him happy. So my point is, if you're making everyone around you happy, make yourself happy too. Make yourself happy any which way you can, ladies. It's the best, because then you survive and thrive. And I feel like I'm finally fucking thriving. Don't forget to subscribe.